D. Bradley.
Here.
Any public comments on closed session?
Yes, we have one public comment. Mistress Shanaka. You have 3 minutes. Your time are indicated by the light.
Okay, good morning. So I think everybody received my PhD dissertation. So because today one of the closed session item is a public employee appointment, that's why I'm here to talk about today. So in front of you is my grade sheet. So that is one example of the professor that the PCC Board of Trustees hired. And then what I mean by hired is maybe I have to put that on quotation mark. So this was hired. I don't know if it's pre-Blinsky or after Blinsky. I don't know. But this professor, let's take a look at it. There are 6 assignments. You see that? For the whole semester. So I think everybody saw that. And me, personally, I completed everything approximately 1 hour each. Take a look at the first assignment. It's called selecting a country. We have 10 days to select a country from a list of 30 countries. So literally, you finish that in 1 second, but we have 10 days. Move on, we take to the next test. After 1 month later, we have the first test, first real assignment on week 5, probably. So that's what we do all day, nothing. And then take a look at the test 2, discussion, legislature discussion, November 9, legislature discussion. We were having a Canvas discussion. Basically, student respond to student and then commenting each other. I commented on a student. That student commented on Russia has a stable and a friendly foreign relationship with the United States. And I point her out. I said, "Are you sure? I have no idea what you're talking about." And then my professor emailed me, told me I have to be respectful to each other. And then take a look at the next assignment. For example, chapter 1 essay discussion. I learned my mistake. I chose to surrender. When I see another student posting something literally uneducated, not relevant to the textbook, to the lecture, I say, "Thank you very much for your comments. I definitely admire every single word you wrote, and I definitely believe you can become a political science professor at PCC." So this is one example out of many that regarding the quality of hire that PCC hired. So when you hire, like for example, the President Blinsky's department, when they hire a low quality professor, and then when we...
Thank you. Thank you for your comments.
Okay. Any further comments? Okay. At this time, we're going to recess to closed session pursuant to Government Code 54957.7A. I will make reference to the items listed by number on the agenda. Item number C1, conference with legal counsel. Item number C2, Government Code 54957, public appointment. Item C3, public employee dismissal. Okay. All right, good evening. We're going to call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Report of action.
Report of action.
Trustee
Okay,
Chen
oh,
Lao?
sorry, hold on, back up. Report of action from closed
Oh.
session. Yes, okay. In closed session, the board unanimously voted to terminate for cause the employment of an employee administrative position based on the grounds and reasons set forth in the notice of proposed termination of employment contract for cause dated July 20, 2023, and to authorize the district to issue a written notice of the decision to the employee. Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Chen Lao?
Here.
Trustee Gibson?
Here.
Trustee Kwong?
Here?
Trustee Martin?
Here.
Trustee Osterling? Trustee Silver?
Here.
Trustee Wang?
Here.
Student Trustee Bradley?
Here.
Okay, land acknowledgement, Trustee Gibson.
Pasadena City College is a learning community within the indigenous homelands of people who have been known as the Gabrielino Band of Mission Indian of the Siskatwanda Village and Kish Nation. Tonight, we acknowledge the painful history of genocide and forced removal from the land on which we gather. We also honor the legacy of the African diaspora and recognize the United States as we know it was built at the often fatal expense of forcefully enslaved black people. We are indebted to their labor and the labor of many black and brown bodies that continue to work in the shadows for our collective benefit. PCC and its faculty, staff, and students recognize that we are all simultaneously teachers, learners, and guests on these lands. This acknowledgement is a small part of the ongoing process of working to raise awareness about histories that are too often erased or forgotten, to recognize our place in this history, and to affirm our commitment to social justice, systemic change, and anti-racism.
Great, thank you. Pledge of Allegiance, Trustee Silver, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand. Ready, begin.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval or reordering of agenda items.
Motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Okay. Introduction and recognitions. Okay. I'm going to ask the trustees to stand in the middle of the rotunda. We're going to do a recognition of our former board president, Trustee Chen Lao.
Put your chairs straight so that the photo is. I used to do this for a living.
The microphone, so I'm going to have to speak up on behalf of the Board of Trustees. I'd like to present this recognition of acknowledgement of service to Trustee Sandra Chen Lao for her service as the board president for the previous school year. Trustee Chen Lao served in a capacity that led us, PCC constituents, through a time of change and time of transition. And during such time, she kept us steady and kept the boat steady and moving in the right direction and focused on one thing, which is excellence in Pasadena City College, what it is the minimum expectation that's required of us. As your board president, I present this plaque to you, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service to our institution. Public comment on non-agenda items.
We have one comment from Mistress Shinaka. You have 3 minutes.
All right, good morning. Merry Christmas. So last board meeting, I heard that there's students on the screens that's talking about bringing a knife to school. And then I also heard on the news that the board unanimously terminated him. First of all, I also recognize that the translation services that the translator failed to translate sand play therapy. And then at the same time, I also believe that the student clearly stated he has all the medical record, psychological treatment record regarding all of the psychological treatment he has been receiving. So this is not a criminal court, but at the same time, I just want to point out in criminal court, that is called an insanity defense. So still, this is not a court, so that student does not even have a way to appeal. So I don't know what he did since there's no conversation, nobody talk about that, but I heard loud and clear he bring a knife to school, which is something I did several times in several different occasions. So I want to talk about to our chief of the chief, which is the President Jones. He's the chief of the chief. So she probably have police chief protection 24/7. Probably she is capable or able to travel anywhere in Pasadena or anywhere in the United States without worry about personal safety. For me, I never had a vehicle. I travel only on the metro system. And then I actually recommend the board. Los Angeles County Sheriff Department Transit Services Bureau has a comprehensive crime report on metro system. Los Angeles Police Department Transit Services Bureau has a complete report on the crime report regarding annually, sometimes monthly, because every week, every month, people are dying. Sexual assault, those are petty theft, robbery. Those are small. I don't even have to count on those because if you add them, there'll be hundreds of thousands of them already. So far this year, 4 of the metro bus operator was stabbed. They are the metro operator. And then so far this year, 3 law enforcement officers has been assaulted on the metro system. So I'm not even talking about myself, which is at late night, after 9 p.m., waiting on the Colorado Street, people approach me, ask me, do I want any sugar? 10 p.m. to the island station after night, I'm trying to go to school. People are approaching me that, hey, buddy, you look tough, you look tall, what's your problem? So this is the safety I am experiencing.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments.
Any other public comments?
No.
Nope, okay. Approval of the minutes of the regular business meeting, July 19th.
I'd like to make a motion to approve items D8 and D9, the minutes from the regular business meeting and the special meeting at the same time.
Second.
Okay. Student trustee Avery Bradley?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. None opposed, motion carries. All right. Item number 10, recommendation, Board of Trustees Committee and Representatives for the 2023-2024 fiscal year.
So moved?
Second.
Okay, student trustee?
Aye.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, none opposed, motion carries. Okay. Any Board of Trustees Committee reporting out? Okay, very good. Okay, item E1, approval of the consent calendar.
Motion to approve consent calendar items F1 through H17.
F,
Second?
okay, student trustee?
Aye.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. None opposed, motion carries. Item I, personnel calendar.
Move to approve items I2 through I5.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Action item J1, nomination of Avery Bradley for the California Community College Trustees Board.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Trustee Bradley,
Aye.
are you sure? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, none opposed, motion carries. Approval of the Board of Trustees to engage the service of a consulting firm to assist with the recruitment and selection for the superintendent president position.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Trustee Bradley?
Aye.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Very good, none opposed, motion carries. Okay. Information item, measure PCC sale of bond cost information. Okay,
This is just an informational item to share out to the public community. So pursuant to Ed Code 15140, that we actually, after we sell the bonds, we need to post the information publicly to our constituents so that we show and demonstrate the actual cost information of our bond sale. And so we did really well in our 130 million sale. It sold at, the total in cost was 4.03%, which was lower than what we had estimated and saved taxpayers almost $16,000. And overall, we're gonna be able to repay that back much quicker, so.
oh, very good. Okay, any questions? Okay, thank you. Anything to report from our superintendent?
Well, I'm pleased to be joining you all today in this new role. I'd like to take a moment and thank the Board of Trustees for this opportunity and for your partnership in bringing this college forward. I've been very impressed with your commitment to our students, our faculty and staff, and the communities that we serve. Each and every one of you is an extraordinary advocate for this institution. The first item that I'd like to report on is the recent storm. I'm happy to report that the impact on our facilities of the storm was minimal. Our Emergency Operations Center and Incident Management team were activated, and my executive team met on Saturday, and a plan was put in place to temporarily suspend non-essential operations on Monday. The decision to close our facilities was made after extensive and consistent dialogue with our partners in the city of Pasadena and in the region. A couple of minor water intrusion events occurred, but our crews were able to clean these minor instances of water intrusion by utilizing water extraction equipment, which our facilities folks had prepared and ready to go as early as Friday. In addition, we also had several downed trees and a lot of storm debris for those of you that were on campus on Monday, mostly on our Colorado campus, but also the rental properties across the street. All of that was cleared, and we had no external building damage that was identified after our evaluation by our campus safety and facility staff. Our business and administration staff are currently completing all the necessary documentation for any state emergency or insurance reimbursement. So Vice President Jones is going to make sure that we secure every dollar that is coming our way. I do want to express how much our staff went above and beyond and performed admirably this weekend. I was very impressed with the entire effort. It was coordinated by our Vice President, Candace Jones, who also served as the incident commander and her staff. And I know that she and her staff were here both on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to ensure that the campus was safe for everyone and that we were back to normal on Tuesday. As everyone knows, we're on the cusp of kicking off the fall semester. Our classes start on Monday, and today the campus has been humming with preparations for our students coming back. This Friday, we will have our professional development day. We're going to be bringing folks together for a day of learning and connection before the semester starts. Speaking of meetings, I've had a wide range of interactions with staff and faculty since my official start August 1st. I've been very pleased to receive such a warm welcome from everyone I've met. This is truly, truly a magical place, and I'm excited to get to work. Again, thank you for the kind welcome, and we're excited to get the school year underway. And this concludes my report.
Okay. Thank you. Announcements by shared governance representatives.
Good evening.
Okay.
So first, we would like to congratulate and welcome Tony Locke to the MA. He is starting a new role as acting custodial supervisor in facilities. I would like to give a shout out to managers Brock Klein, Angie Alvarez, and Emily Bangham for their hard work over the summers with Pathways and JAM. PCC's information booths, known as What Huts, are coming back next week. Several of us managers have signed up for a work shift, and we'll be out there helping out and directing our students where to go. So for those who have not signed up, we encourage them to do so. We held our first in-person general MA meeting earlier this month, since COVID, actually. So we gathered to have breakfast and conduct business, except for us accidentally delivering the food to the wrong room. Once that was sorted out, we had a very nice meeting, had some good presentations, and Dr. Gomez joined us for a little while as well. We are also planning our next MA social that will be held next month at a place called Barcade. From what I'm told, it's an adult version of Dave & Buster's. So we're going to gather there and hang out with our fellow managers outside of work and hopefully have a nice time. And that's it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And next we have the Classified Senate.
How's it going? Good evening. Just want to report out on our Classified Senate retreat that we had last week at Huntington Gardens. It was a really good day. We had a lot of good connection, set some goals, had some new ideas. Want to thank the VPs who were able to join us for that day for lunch. And so just excited with what this new Senate is going to kind of flesh out for the year to come. Our first Senate meeting is scheduled for September 6th, and then our fall general meeting for classified is scheduled for Wednesday, October 11th, so we're looking forward to that. Just want to say thank you to outgoing classified staff members, Cesar de Leon from Facilities, Officer Tushar Giuliani from Campus Police, and Michael Lou Jones from the International Students Office for their years of service to PCC. As they separated from the college, we want to welcome incoming classified staff Jack Chang from CTE, Matthew Chrysler from the Learning Assistance Center, Diana Isaiah from Economic Workforce and Development, and Daniel Maldonado, classified staff member in counseling. I also want to welcome my good friends Jorge Zavaleta in Transportation and Desiree Villa over in Pathways. Good to have them as part of the classified family here. And we will be having a new Board of Trustees representative. Classified Senate has that as part of our bylaws, that one of our board positions is a Board of Trustees representative to attend our Board of Trustees meetings. So moving forward in this seat, we'll have our new Classified Senator, Denise Odimo, who's here tonight, I believe. So Denise will be up here representing Classified Senate for the Board of Trustees meetings moving forward. And that's all.
Thank you. And from our associated students.
So we are happy to announce that we finished our summer retreat, which was our first retreat, and it was definitely a great experience. Unfortunately, the retreat was cut short due to the hurricane. However, we do have a lot of fun getting to know each other and learning about ethics and getting to do some programming. We are also in the final stage of putting together our welcome week for our incoming student, which you might spot wandering around the campus this week. And lastly, we have many fun and educational events lined up, and we are so excited to start this upcoming academic semester. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Any reports by our Board of Trustees? I'll start with Trustee Martin.
Nothing to report.
Okay, Trustee Chen Lao.
Sure. Thank you, Board President Christine Kwan. I appreciate the acknowledgement and really look forward to working with this board continuously, and certainly want to again extend my welcome to Dr. Gomez on his first board meeting. I'd like to acknowledge all the school districts for returning to campus, especially the K-12 districts. La Cañada and PUSD are in my area. We've had some questions about enrollment in PCC, and I'd like to thank the counselors here at PCC for answering those questions, and it's certainly encouraging more K-12 students to attend PCC. So thank you. That's my report.
Thank you. Trustee Wang.
Happy back to school time for everybody. I wanted to welcome all the students that are going to be coming back next week. I'm really excited to be at a What Hut spot and welcoming folks back to campus. I think this is going to be a really exciting year for folks. I'm really want to encourage all of our students to continue to engage, not just us, but of course all of the wonderful supports that we have here on campus. Certainly also want to again welcome Dr. Gomez for actually sitting on the dais for the first time today. I'm really looking forward to working with you and already excited with the conversations that we've been able to have. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Okay. Trustee Gibson.
Yeah, I also want to welcome Dr. Gomez here for the first official board meeting. I was very pleased to participate in welcoming students back to Muir High School, Magnet. They're returning students and new students coming for this semester. I was glad to connect people around housing for PCC students who are housing challenged. And I really appreciate the support of Trustee Elton Wang and Superintendent President Gomez in this effort to achieve more housing for students, PCC students who need it, and I look forward to more work being done in the future around that. I was pleased to attend the Black August Film Festival in Pasadena, happened at the Flint Ridge Center this weekend, to really showcase films dealing with Black diaspora and the penal system and justice system here in the United States. So great to participate in that. Thank you, and that concludes my report.
Trustee Silver.
Yes. Well, I'm also extending a heartfelt and hearty welcome to our new interim superintendent president, Dr. Jose Gomez. And in thinking about Dr. Gomez and realizing he comes to us from Cal State LA, an institution we send many of our students to, and an institution which is at the forefront in our country in social mobility. Depending on what rankings you look at, Cal State LA can be number 1, number 2, within the top 10 in advancing student social mobility, and how lucky we are to welcome him with his experience. And while I'm sorry, I can't help it, but while I was researching that about Cal State LA, I came upon a website called socialmobilityindex.org, and I really liked a couple paragraphs, and I think we can think about that as we begin the school year, about all the good that we do here on this campus. And on that website it says, imagine if a century ago free access to a high school education in the United States had been available only to the wealthiest families. Imagine further that anybody else who had chosen to enter high school could have made this choice only if they had been willing to take on crushing debt and risk not finding a job when high school was finished. If these had been the conditions restricting access to what was then a fundamental education, what would the U.S. economy and our democracy be like today, 100 years later? More than mere historical speculation, this question now is one about our future. And that is because college has become the high school of our age. The higher education degree has become the new high school diploma, an essential requisite for obtaining reasonable employment and achieving economic mobility in the 21st century. And yet, despite the growing economic importance of a college degree, the proportion of U.S. high school students going to college is now declining. So we hope that under your leadership, with your ideas, experience, and initiatives, we will only go from strength to strength and improve the futures of our students and our community. Welcome, Dr. Gomez.
Thank you. Trustee Bradley.
Is it yeah, it's working. Like everybody here, I'm also very pleased to welcome Dr. Gomez as the new interim superintendent president. Thank you for filling this role for us, and I'm really excited to work with you this year to help serve students and see what we can do to make our student body feel heard and represented. I was also pleased to attend my very first conference as a student trustee for the Pasadena district in Riverside for the Community College League of California. Being in a room with student trustees who are representing so many different people is an extremely inspiring thing to do, and I learned so much there, from accreditation to board policy. Being at the conference really helped me solidify my confidence up here and helping to serve students of this campus, because it's an extremely important thing for us to do to make sure that we feel represented and that the different groups all around campus have a say in the policies that are implemented up here. And when it's just us and we're the only students, feedback and collaboration is the most important thing. And to know that we're not alone and we're all representing our colleges. And it's organizations like CCLC that help us feel like we can really do this and we have power here. We are the representatives of this school. So that was really exciting, and I'm very pleased to go to more conferences this year. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome all the students back as we start the new school year, but I take this opportunity to thank the PCC staff, the managers, the assistant superintendents, the managers here and the classified staff, especially the students, of course. Without students, we would not be here. And without the staff, and without our superintendent, and without all of our faculty and our managers, we would not be able to create the environment and the infrastructure to develop a high-quality educational opportunity for our students. And in order to do that, you need staff. And so I take this opportunity to thank you personally for the service that you provide to our community. And as we start the new school year, the Board of Trustees, or just I speak for myself, I look forward to continue working with you as we continue to create a vibrant and robust educational environment where students have every opportunity to succeed. Thank you. Next item. Proposed future board meeting dates, which we already have agreed to. I don't think we need to
Yeah, I
change
didn't
any of that.
see an attachment as a reminder. I think we normally get that.
For the meeting dates?
Yeah, that lists all the dates.
It's on the front page.
Okay, thank you. I'm looking electronically here.
Okay, all right. Next item, any proposals for any agenda items for the future? Our next meeting is on yes, ma'am.
This proposed item was brought up a few months ago. It is an update on the centennial. I believe that Dr. Gomez has spoke to some of your staff about this, and I think it would be appropriate to present an update to the board.
Okay, all right, we'll take that into consideration. Anything else? Very good, okay. Tonight, I take this opportunity in our motion to adjourn on behalf of former student Anna Solis. Anna Solis was a student here at Pasadena City College. She has recently passed, and she was a musician here at PCC. She played in the Tournament of Roses Honor Band in 2019 and 2020, and as a student here, she learned to fall in love with our institution, and she had a dream of obtaining a degree in psychology. We extend our condolences and our support, and we extend our Lancer spirit to her entire family and those who know her, and that you remember her fondly.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion is adjourned. Have a good evening.